All right, and 5, 4, 3, 2. What up, y'all? Welcome to Here's the Thing. I'm Kevin on stage. She's
that chick Angel.
Welcome to another podcast episode. Smash that like button, smash that notification button. Bangers, all 2022. Bangers, 2023. Church announcement. This weekend, San Diego, California. As of the moment of me recording this, there's less than 50 tickets to the Thursday show, the Friday early show. Ooh. Saturday sold out. Ooh. So San Diego's not a huge club, so get your tickets. Next week, Columbia, South Carolina. I can tell you unequivocally, without a shadow of a doubt, the chance of me returning to Columbia, South Carolina within the next 5 years, slim to none. All right,
doing you wrong.
Columbia, y'all know y'all live there. Y'all wanted we got to go down to Raleigh or Atlanta type cities. Y'all know y'all live there. I really picked a show because my sister-in-law lives there. I said, let me go on and pick a show. I didn't know they had a comedy club there. I said, let me go on and visit. I ain't been there probably since 2019. Real Comedian Social Media Tour. It's been about 5 years, and it's going to be about another 5. So if y'all don't want to go down to Raleigh or Atlanta, Charlotte, I don't even know which one's closer to y'all, then y'all come down Columbia, all right? Because I'm not finna be coming down Columbia, not anytime soon, all right? Might not never come back. And it's not because tickets ain't selling well. Although they're not, I'm going to bigger markets, less shows. That's my plan for 2024 and beyond.
Do it.
Less shows, bigger shows, less time away.
Amen.
No hoes, just because it rhymed.
Okay.
Church announcements for my good friend Angel.
Church announcements. I actually got a couple, so get ready. Buckle in.
Buckle in.
One.
Click.
Film. Look back at it. One. Best film at the Waco Theater Plan A Film Festival.
That's Tina Knowles, ain't it?
Yeah, that's why I took a picture with her.
I seen her, Mama Knowles.
Because we were getting ready to go to the lobby, and they said, Angel, Felicia, come back. Tina wants to take a picture with you. Oh, she does. Okay.
That's your friend Mama, ain't it?
Listen, come on now. We twin sisters, okay? That's the way I see it now.
I thought you were done with your hair.
No, I got to put this back one in. Do you see this?
Okay, so you're not done. Okay, cool.
Oh, no. I'm going to be getting ready this whole entire show. By the time we finish.
Bald and Beautiful, you be ready?
Yeah, I'll be ready for the Bald and Beautiful. It's been a time. Second church announcement. Happy 51st birthday to my eldest sister, Jackie.
Happy birthday, Jackie!
My sisters flew in and surprised her last night, so all of us are here. Super excited. Next weekend, my film Look Back at It will be in the Film Good LA Film Festival. It's their inaugural festival. It's thrown by Etienne Ralph, Cheryl Lee Ralph's son. And then last but not least, today, just a couple of minutes ago, was announced the season premiere, season 4 of a Black Lady Sketch Show will be April 14th, 12th.
Angel, you stumbled all over the finish line.
Remember. Hold on.
You were winning and you fell down.
April 14th.
April 14th on HBO Max. Angel will be there.
So,
Angel will be there.
If you ain't got the account, if you don't have HBO Max or HBO, get it by April 1st so you can watch the show.
No, get it by April 13th so when you cancel, if you had to cancel, you get good 7 days in.
Come on now. So super excited about that. And also want to announce that this podcast is sponsored by our friends at Noom and Next Evo.
Noom and Next Evo. All right. Let's begin. I've been on Twitter for a long time. Me and Josh were talking about this the other day at the airport. I've been on Twitter since 2009. The longer I'm on there, the more conversations are recycled, right? If your mom and your girls in the car, who sits in the front? Do you fix your man a plate? What's masculinity? Same conversations over and over. How much is too much for a date? If you with a man and woman stay together, are y'all supposed to split the bills or he's supposed to pay them?
Who sits in the front?
My wife.
Okay. I didn't know there was a rule.
I'm going to tell you how I decide all these things. Who gives cheeks up? That's the person that gets everything.
To you.
To me.
Okay.
Yeah. I guess cheeks are given up to people. Right. Who gives cheeks to me? Whatever they get, they want. I mean, whatever they want, they get.
There it is.
My mom going to be mad. She lives in Fayetteville. Melissa lays next to me. Amen? So it had been a long time since a new argument brew on Twitter. But over the weekend, a great new argument brew. The tweet said that caused this whole kerfuffle. A lot of Christians would have treated Jesus like the BAN he was.
Oh, yeah.
Respectfully.
Oh, what's that?
Oh, the broke AN he was. Broke AN.
See,
BAN is different.
I'm glad I asked.
Broke AN he was. Respectfully. Which I don't know how you can say that and then say respectfully, but neither here nor there.
Right.
Especially them mega church pastors y'all be eating up. And that's why I don't take them serious. Quick aside here. Stop saying this is the reason why you don't go to church when you ain't been going. See a video like this is why I don't go. This is a thing that happened for the first time ever. When that pastor got robbed, this is why I don't go to church. How often have you seen a pastor get robbed? You already weren't going to church now.
Since 2008.
Stop. Just say you don't go because you don't go. You don't have to make up some mysterious reason. Anyway.
Just be making up stuff.
And they just blame mega churches for everything.
Oh, absolutely.
Then this girl responded and said, girl, what? Please be for real, lol. Jesus was not broke. Ithaca, where y'all be getting this nonsense from? So for the rest of the weekend, there was a full-on discussion on whether Jesus was broke or not. One tweet said, but seriously though, I started from the bottom, now I'm here tweeting as Jesus.
Yes.
I had no money, no house, and borrowed the donkey I used to get into Jerusalem. Like, child, read my book. Somebody else said he definitely wasn't. He was set for life with the gifts that people bought him at birth. And then he learned his stepdaddy's trade on top of it. The person who responded to him said, incense and a gold brick? They didn't give him incense production business and a gold mine. Lol. How much money was he be getting? Break that down for a player. Someone sponsored that, gave him today's equivalent of Dolce & Gabbana cologne set and a bust down rollie and said he was set for life. Another tweet, Jesus replied, foxes have dens and birds have nests, but the Son of Man has no place to lay his head. Luke 9:58. And somebody said there was a bum in Gilead.
Oh, my God. I missed that one. I saw all the rest. I didn't see there was a bum.
Bum in Gilead.
They can call my
Now,
Jesus
here's
a
the
bum.
thing. Jesus and them was refugees.
Mm-hmm.
The beginning of his story is they said he was born in a manager.
Yes, he
Okay?
was.
He
Yes,
went down to that
there
bar.
was no room at the end.
Holiday Inn said ain't got no room.
And a manager?
Courtyard and a manager. Courtyard residents said we ain't got no more courts in the yard. Residents Inn said no. La Quinta said, how you say no in Spanish? No.
Yeah.
They all said no. He went down to a farm. They cleaned it out and basically put him in a feeding trough. Nobody who start off middle class have to do that. Jesus' whole thing wasn't about not being rich. Like, biblically, he was like, it's easier for a camel to go through, I have a needle, than for a rich man to see heaven. He was a carpenter, which middle class at best, if it's even middle class.
They didn't have Medicare?
I don't know.
No, Jesus was urgent care. That's why he had to heal people himself. He have no health insurance, ain't no Obamacare.
It's trauma?
That seems very
Yes.
Jaden Smith, though.
What? Jesus?
That seems, like...
He was icon living.
That's what I'm saying.
He filtered water.
It feels very Jaden. Like,
Listen.
let me be with the people.
Melech Thomas, he said the Last Supper is a picture of people who are arguing about splitting the bill. Take a look at it. They like, I didn't have no wings. Who had the wings? Why Jesus turn water into wine? Because they ran out. Ain't nobody had the bread to get no water into wine. Fed 5,000. All his miracles are lack of health care, heal the sick, no health care, raise the dead, no funeral costs. He didn't want to raise a GoFundMe. He raising the dead. Feed the 5,000. People hungry. He spent his whole life with the broke folks. If he had money, he could have just said, I'm going to break you off, feed the 5,000. I'll feed the 5,000. Let me pull out a brick of that. I got the money. I got the gold. I got the incense and the myrrh and the frankincense.
But people be trying to make him seem like he was on Skid Row. I don't think he might not have been Jeff Bezos, but he was definitely.
He worked at Amazon at best.
Nah, I feel
Jesus
like
put in a 12.
Nah, I feel like he was like Atlanta housewife, like kind of.
No way.
Like first season though.
Lisa Wu? You said Jesus was Lisa Wu?
Like before they had the money. They were okay. They were comfortable.
No, Angel.
I don't think so. Like carpentry, it didn't even work out for him. He ended up healing people.
He said, man, I got to flip this. I got to walk on water because I don't have a boat. Think about it. These are all broke nigga miracles.
No.
Not that he was a nigga, but the niggas around
The
with
storm
niggas.
was taking his boy's house. He just started praying because he couldn't take control of it.
The people who like to hang around broke people aren't broke people.
Yeah. When do you see a rich person be like, let me just hang out with the poor?
That's exactly what they do.
Where?
That's how they get yes men.
Them people is not poor, Angel.
That is, if you go and look at any rich man's entourage, they're all broke.
Matthew,
No, but
was
Jesus-
Matthew that left an accounting job for this?
Yeah,
for
Matthew
this?
was working for H&R Block.
And he started
Jesus was
volunteer
like,
work.
bro.
He already had his 401k stacked up. He's fine.
That's how you get them. You say, listen, I'm about to get a lick. Leave your job. Come be with me. Watch what I can do. I don't know. I don't think he's as beggary as people try to put him.
Jesus was broke, man. That was his whole narrative.
Yeah,
He was bringing people back from the dead to try and get $1.
That's not something. That's not something that a broke person can do.
Yes.
If you got skills, you ain't broke.
That was his big joker. He's
He
like,
don't
I'm gonna do
need
this. I'm
money
gonna save
when you
the
can
big
do
one
it.
for me.
There's a lot of people with skills who are broke.
When you can do that, you aren't broke. You just don't need money.
Or he just
That's
has a
the
bad
difference.
portfolio. He might just need a resume builder.
Listen, I'm just saying.
Just
I'm
bad at
just
marketing
saying.
himself.
When you
I don't
able to
know.
pull off some dope stuff, you don't need money where you go. You don't need it. Nigga, if you could bring people back from the dead, you wouldn't have to see how many Delta Sky Miles you had. Nigga, they letting you on that plane for free. Jesus is
And he
very-
wasn't selling his miracles, though.
Unless it's the Holy Spirit Airlines.
He
then
didn't have
they'll
to
make you pay
sell
for
them.
everything.
That's what I'm saying.
Jesus
if he was on
not
Spirit.
rich.
This is what I'm saying. He might not have money, but he wasn't broke.
He was closer to broke than rich. Jesus was on, at most, reduced lunch, if not free. He was not paying full price.
That might have just
I
been off the
was-
strength because it was
He was-
Jesus, though. They weren't trying to run up the bill on Mary.
40 cents. That's what I paid.
Listen,
40 cents.
They did not get in the end because they were broke. They didn't get in the end is because it was like a music festival that same weekend and all the rooms were sold out.
Let me tell you what never happens to people who are rich. Go to the manager.
I didn't
Rich
say he
people-
was rich. I said he wasn't broke.
He's either broke or rich. This is an internet argument. There's no middle ground, Angel. If he ain't broke,
He was
he's
not.
filthy rich.
Nah.
He's either Jeff Bezos or Jeff Hornacek or Jeff. Just a dude named Jeff who dropped off your Uber.
He right there in the middle. That's why he can reach all other people.
Maybe he had Kaiser, but they didn't have one in Bethlehem.
No, he was not out of network. He was urgent care. He was urgent care. He literally was urgent care. The woman who had issue blood 12 years went down to Kaiser Permanente's. She went down, Blue Cross Blue Shield couldn't do it. She said, what I could do? Him, let me touch the hem of the garment, healed. They went to Jesus because they ain't had no money. And then he wasn't like, also, let me hit that copay for that. He wasn't even charging. Let me get that copay. I know you touched me. Give me 17 shekels for the copay. He was letting people get the miracles and he wasn't even taxing. The Bible didn't say, and then that miracle, he hit them for 30 shekels. He hit him for the 45 shekels. He wasn't selling the miracles.
He didn't have to. He don't operate in our currency is what I'm trying to get you to understand.
That's
he wasn't broke, but he wasn't rich.
He was broke.
No, this is what I'm saying. You know how rich people half the time don't got to pay for nothing because everybody want to give you stuff for free?
Yeah.
That's Jesus. He ain't got to pay.
But that don't make you rich. That just
don't make you broke.
It do. It
No,
just be
it
like,
don't.
people feel bad. Man, let me give Jesus a little
It's
bit
not.
of
They be like,
ham.
hey, let me let you hear this mixtape, and I got a good fur coat for you. That's the type of stuff.
No, Jesus was in impeccable shape. He had 6-pack of abs because he didn't have enough food. He was walking everywhere. He was in great shape. Not
purpose.
On purpose. He was in perfect shape. Not like me. I'm not in great shape because I have no reason to walk anywhere and I eat more than I need to. And that's why Noom is here to sponsor people like me. Okay? Not Jesuses of the world because they're already in great shape. They don't need Noom. It's people like me of the world. Okay? Last Supper, I'm eating bread, ham, charcuterie board, ribs. Just this weekend in Tampa. I mean, the week before Tampa, Angel, I had the greatest week of working out. I'm talking about whole week. Mm-hmm. No alcohol, no fried foods. I was eating kava. I was eating kava with the right rice. I'm eating the vegetable rice, not the basmati. Mm-hmm. I said, not the basmati, right? And then, you know how it starts for me. Booked a commercial, 3 days on set, pass arounds. Oh, I'm hungry every time. What is that? A fried chicken slider? Give it to me. What is that? An omelet and a burrito? Give it to me. What is that? A soda pop? Give it to me. 3 days on set. And then when I went on the road, I was like, well, I already started off bad this week. Ain't no reason to start good on Thursday. What we talking about? If we start right on Monday, we can finish strong. When you start wrong, you end wronger. Luckily for me, now that I'm back on track, Noom is right there. All right. Noom is a psychology-based approach. It empowers you to build more sustainable behaviors. You feel me? Helps you understand the science behind your eating choices and why you have cravings. Why do I feel like because I had a bad day, I need ice cream? Why do I feel like because I had a good day, I eat ice cream? You can't be eating ice cream for both reasons, because then you just eat ice cream all the time. But I figured out a way. I sure did. Listen, first time Noomers lose an average of 15 pounds after being active in the program for 16 weeks, and 95% of customers say Noom is a good long-term solution. Their approach is grounded in science. They published over 50 peer-reviewed scientific articles describing their methods and effectiveness. Stop chasing health trends and build sustainable, healthy habits with Noom's psychology-based approach. Sign up for your trial today at noom.com/SK. That's NOOM.com/SK to sign up for your trial today. Check out Noom's first ever book, The Noom Mindset, a deep dive into the psychology of behavior change. Available to buy now wherever books are sold. Boom.
You know what Jesus is like. I'm going to give you a metaphor that you should understand.
Okay.
Jesus had the capability of getting a Maserati, but he would prefer to drive a pickup truck.
No.
I just don't know why he was cutting dope when he was with the fish in the loaves.
Cutting dope?
Yeah, he was making that stretch.
It was stepped on.
That's what I'm saying, man.
He broke that down. He said, "Viz, that was stepped on. That's more baking soda." You feel me?
I'm saying Jesus rode it on a donkey, but he could have had a couple of stallions if he wanted them.
He would have.
That's all I'm saying.
But he didn't, and he didn't drive the Maserati or the pickup truck. He walked.
I'm saying
he had
a camel.
Nah, he had a camel.
A mule.
That was the one time he was going to
Damascus. That's what I meant to say, a mule. But he did. He used it. Let me know he could have had whatever he wanted, but he chose so he could connect more with the people.
You know what Jesus was? This is what Jesus was. He's a king. Okay?
King of kings, one would say.
No, Akeem.
Oh.
From Coming to America.
Oh, listen.
Okay?
I thought so too.
He's in Queens. He's like, let me live with the commoners.
Yes.
Let me live. But he did that his whole life. Akeem only did it for an hour and a half of a movie.
He was, at the end of the day, he's like,
Jesus always had a fallback plan, but he said, I can't rely on heavenly riches. I know in heaven I'm rich, but on earth I'm thugging it out with the regular folks.
By choice. People who
But
are
that's
poor
what I'm saying. He lived
don't
broke.
be poor by choice.
His whole 30,
on
Jesus,
earth
33?
as it is in heaven.
You can be poor by choice.
Exactly. No. I'm saying people who are poor, the way they talk about broke, ASSNIGGA, he is not one of them. He, by choice, was like, I'm going to just make sure I'm good and make sure my people are good, but I ain't got to be out here flexing.
You said Jesus was a Nepo baby.
Absolutely.
Big Nepo?
Big Nep.
That's the biggest Nepo baby that ever Nepo'd.
Yeah.
My dad created Earth. Boy, why are you looking at me in the eyes? I got powers.
This is why God didn't send us, because I'm flexing on all these hoes.
I'm telling you, God would have took me home way earlier.
Oh, first chick to cut her eye at me. Boom, you dead.
He used the powers for evil.
Oh, absolutely. Evil and good. I'm talking about BBLs already for the girls. Pow, pow, pow. You can sit on your own donkey. You ain't got to worry about these men. Okay? Sis at the well with all the I've been like, don't let nobody make you feel bad, girl.
You gonna tell the adulterous woman go do more
because
sex.
These niggas is out here in these streets too, girl. We ain't about to sit here and pretend like you the only one participating.
Jesus saying nigga, now the Bible's all backwards.
Yeah, he gonna send me back. He's gonna be like, come on. No, I don't want you to go down to Satan to get the keys because y'all gonna have too much fun. Get up here. Get up here.
She told her that girl, the adulterous woman, go have more sex.
Nah, go get yours. Go get yours because these niggas out here doing it too. And I would have had some girls in my squad. It ain't gonna just be them niggas in the picture. Nah. I'm gonna have shooters like they had on Snowfall. Girl shooters.
If you have 12 discipleless women, y'all period's gonna be synced up.
Oh, come on. That's when they would come get us.
Yeah.
They would wait. They'd be like, the 28th day. They all gonna be weak. Go find them in the red tent and blow. And
The red tent?
Yeah.
Y'all is unclean.
Yeah, go
Get out
find
the
'em in
camp. Listen, that happened to me in real life. I live with my mom, my sister, my grandma.
tent?
Huh?
The red tent?
Oh, man, they synced up.
Oh, no.
It was just me by myself. You just wake up one day and it was just tense in the little trailer, which is when we lived in the trailer. And it was just like, y'all synced up? And it was like, cramps, bloating, headache,
Listen.
period poops.
Oh,
But our
yeah.
cowards combined, we are synced up. Do, 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 do,
Yeah.
finna do, do.
I'd be like, that's some bull. I'm your whole daughter, God, and you couldn't just take us away.
Oh, no,
while I'm
you
out
healing
here?
yourself. What
done.
period? Cast that into the lake of fire?
Done.
Nothing but the blood of Jesus.
I would put that on one of the men disciples.
That was good,
That
Josh.
was very good, Joshua.
That was very clever.
I would put it on one of the men disciples.
You give men periods?
I'd be like, bleed from that penis.
From the butt? Ah!
Yeah, that's what that'd be like. Go ahead.
Just switch it?
Yeah, I
You
would.
give men periods if you were Jesus? No,
Yeah.
he couldn't have chose you.
They just over here hurting, crying.
Imagine having a tampon in your meat, Josh.
No, you wrap it with a pad. We wouldn't do that.
You,
Just
the
wrap it
meats they're moving. They're out.
Yeah, wrap some pads around it. Tape it up. I got things to do. I got people to heal. I got conferences to talk at. I can't be over here in pain and stuff. Go ahead and handle this, Judas. That's who I would, because I would have known. You gonna do it to
He
me.
had to know it. And that's the other reason I'm glad you brought that up. Jesus only went for 30 pieces of silver. Come on, man. Couldn't have been rich.
Cause Judas is a broke ass nigga. You got to go for the brokest nigga in the group.
That's a good point.
Okay?
Judas ain't had no bread.
Right. If you would have went to like Peter or Paul, who had a name on these streets. You know what I'm
Matthew
saying?
could have money laundered. He said, look, I'm with
He
y'all.
might have been floating some of the tithes.
You know Matthew know how to run taxes. He just did it money launder, but he probably could have.
Right.
He put some shekels. He had a little
He's
laundromat.
probably laundering. That's why he stepped away from the craft.
Well, listen. But that's the reason why they didn't go to him, because it would have cost more money.
Luke was a doctor. I don't really talk about Luke that much
They don't.
of the disciples.
He was probably cute.
I actually don't even
Actually,
know.
that's a fairly short book too. In
Yeah,
retrospect.
they're like, Luke, man, he was with us kind of.
Well, they all was saying the same stuff.
They
after
really
a while.
was. But Matthew got in first. Matthew came in about, let me tell y'all.
What happened was,
I was there. Okay? Talk to me first. Then you want to talk to Mark. Luke, now John, you want to hit up John.
dude, Luke was just like, ditto. That was his book. Ditto. Yeah.
I just can't believe they put a Rico on Jesus.
Who was the 12
Yeah, they
disciples? I can't remember. It's like Dancer and Pritz, Dixon, Donner and
Mark,
Blitzen.
Luke, John.
Matthew, Mark, Luke. Off the top of my head, Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, Judas,
Was there a Simon?
Simon. There was two Simons.
Yeah,
Paul.
Simon Peter.
Simon Peter and regular Simon.
Mm-hmm.
Paul was later.
Paul Saul.
Paul Saul, because he had a rough start.
He did.
Oh yeah, Saul was out here in these streets.
Yep,
he
that's
was a
what,
little
7?
thug. I love a
He
good
was
thug
Franklin
turn
Saint.
around.
He said he could never stop cussing.
He could not
They're
get
like, take this away. And he was like, no. All right, here we go. Peter, influencer. We'll rank them as if they were influencers.
He had a couple books too.
Peter was up there.
Yeah.
He had
Peter
some
was big on
Oh, we
TikTok,
got James.
Instagram, YouTube. Andrew, very small.
very small,
Micro
small role.
influencer.
if that.
He had a couple
best.
viral videos 2014. People
was just-
remember him, but he ain't been able to recreate that
He
success.
just got caught up with Peter.
James is good in my book because his book really helped me when I was getting
And
fired.
it's short and
And,
sweet.
and James wrote a couple.
Yeah, James is cool in my book.
Well, he has
James
a
is PJ Morton. Great career, strong fan base. You know what I'm saying? He might not headline Coachella, but he gonna have a career gonna be 50 years.
Yeah.
John, I mean, that's Big J.
Listen, he
Well,
blessed him. You know.
Yeah, Philip.
But John was his cousin.
Yeah, is that John the Baptist? Or that's a different John. That ain't John the Baptist.
It's a different.
It might be
That's different
know,
John.
actually.
John the Baptist wasn't a disciple, was he?
You might be right. I always get the Johns confused.
I feel like
There
John
is
was
a
doing his
couple
own
Johns.
thing. I don't feel like he wouldn't have came.
You right.
Is that John the Baptist or another? Is that John
I think it's
Riley?
John.
It's a different
You
John.
said John.
Different John. That's what I thought. John the Baptist, he was eating bugs and stuff. They was like, you can't come with us. You scaring the hoes. You eating locusts and honey and stuff. John the Baptist was living in the woods. They was like, man, we all kind of, we out here, but
You way too far.
you
out
Bear
here.
Grylls. Even for Jesus, like, we cousins, but like, you know what I'm saying? That's on my mama's
Got
side.
me out here looking crazy.
John the Baptist, that's on my mama's side. We don't really talk to them like that.
Don't talk to them like that. Should known something when he was kicking in the womb.
You eating bugs and honey? John the Baptist always imagine just like, when I was a kid, I was like, dang, bugs? He was like, honey.
Wait, is that right? He's a little weird kid.
Matthew, big time.
Yeah.
Big time. Thomas, he's only known for being doubting. He's Aaron Burr. In the history books, all you know is he was what most people would have did. Let me see it. He just said, let me see it. And he was like, man, I'm going to show you, but also you weak for that.
Never also you weak for that.
Oh, there was 2 Jameses. James, son of Alphaeus. He's out of here. He didn't write the books.
Okay.
Simon the Zealot, Judas the Greater, and Judas Iscariot. There was another Judas? Oh, man.
I did not know
his
that.
name gets caught up in the mess sometimes.
Judas the Greater and Judas the Iscariot?
I didn't know there was 2 Judases.
I didn't know there was 2 Judases.
I didn't.
Once you get down to the back line, like the other 12 disciples, Judas the Greater, he's like, if they're on the NBA team, he never takes the warm-ups off. Like if he's in the game, you know it's a blowout. He's not in the playoff rotation. Yeah, Judas the Greater, I didn't know you exist. He one of the people who died, and you were like, I thought he'd been dead. No, that was the other Judas.
This is what I'll say about Matthew, though.
Say about Matthew.
Because Matthew only wrote Matthew. Mm-hmm. He bought his Instagram followers.
No.
He only wrote 1 book.
But it's a big book, and it starts off the New Testament. Everybody starts with Matthew, like, oh, I'm going to flip to the new Matthew. He got prime real estate in the Bible.
He got a blank
He
page
bought
on the left.
them followers.
He got a blank page on the left.
He got a page break going into his book.
Page break.
He bought them followers. Now, you think about Paul Saul. Now, he went through the mud.
He got a lot of stories.
I need a biopic.
He went through the mud.
I need a
And I want
biopic on
A24 to make it because they've been making all the good movies lately.
I'm just saying, like, I feel like, if you really there and you've been there with Jesus, you should have more to write than just something that has your name on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have 55 books called Paul. Paul was like, I'm going to give you some
Paul was
Corinthians.
writing books that ain't have his name. He wrote
That's what I'm
Corinthians.
saying.
They was taking his letters and making them. He had albums on albums. He put albums like Stevie Wonder.
That's all I'm saying is
couldn't
that,
see
like,
Paul.
They cite Paul way more than Matthew, too.
that's what I'm,
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
he was in the streets for real though.
Yeah, Paul was out here, bro. He was thugging in Romans.
And I just have so much respect for him because he was out here. Because didn't he write Revelations?
That book scares me. I'll try
That's
to
my
avoid
favorite.
it. You be written about the dragons?
Yeah, because that's what kept me from doing more out here in the world that I didn't need to be doing. Is that book of Revelations? I was like, I don't want none of this.
I was talking to Melissa
I
about
don't know if
this.
he wrote that.
I was listening to Ty Tribbett's album and I started crying.
The live
We
one?
talked about it? Yes. I started
So
crying.
good, man.
And I'm telling you why I started crying. Because
I've been listening to it here
You saw his
lately.
NPR?
Oh my God.
It's
I ain't
so
watched it
good.
yet because I want to savor it.
And you want to cry in real time?
No. But I was crying because I was like, man, I miss church like this when church was
John.
like this.
John wrote Revelations.
Yeah, I was gonna
Sorry.
say, I didn't think you
Sorry,
wrote
it was
Revelations.
John. My bad. Thank y'all for the clarification. But go ahead.
I stay away from that book too. Though.
And I was thinking like when Ty was big when I was younger, that's when most of my relationship with God was guilt, shame, condemnation. Now, although I tend to believe with the grace of Jesus now, I think we talked about this.
Yeah, we did last
Guilt,
podcast.
guilt, shame, condemnation leads to great worship. You feel like God, I'm the worst. I don't know why
You're
you
in
love
shambles
me.
every Sunday.
Oh, especially if you've been sinning. I was having sex. I was drinking. And I'm just useless. And in the song, like you want to talk about a song that broke me down, Make Me Over, Tone?
Oh yeah, you brought that song up. a couple
Boy,
times.
and I wasn't even sinning then. I was just like, these are very poignant words. But now that I'm into grace and mercy, I don't be feeling condemnation. And gospel music, I just don't listen to it as much as I used to.
My gratitude, my worship, I feel like is always been led not so much by feeling condemnation, but more so from gratitude. That's probably why I don't like worship.
That's why them fast songs make you cry.
I'm gonna tell you what the on Ty's album. That song. I'm like, that song right there. That
That's why I love Ty, boy. His songs were hard to learn. We was in the church trying to do his stuff. We was like, we can't do it. We can't do sound check stuff. They have some skills and abilities that we don't.
His songs make me want to put on my tap shoes. Okay. Even though his songs are like upbeat and stuff, like, you know, Mary Marys and Kurt's, it's something about how they recenter me to a place of just being thankful that even like the hard stuff, I know I'm not alone in the hard stuff. Versus I just have never been in that place of where worship for me was connected to I am unworthy. It was just always like a place of gratitude of like, it doesn't matter what this looks like. I know I'm not alone. Because it can be stressful when you feel like you're alone. So when I can't pray, I do take Next Evos. Because sometimes I'm busy and I just need to pop one in my mouth and I'll be like, Lord, I'm going to get to this prayer. But for right now, this distressor is going to help me until I get to you. Amen. The new year is a fresh opportunity to achieve your full potential. But you can't be your best if you're stressed. Get ahead of the stress this year by experiencing the full potential of CBD with Next Evo Naturals. Next Evo Naturals are the most clinically studied CBD brand, and their Smart Zorb technology can help you get a better start to the year with products like their Stress CBD Complex. Marcus and I both love Next Evo. His favorite is their the gummies that you can take right before you go to sleep. You take them about 30 minutes before you go to sleep because he does struggle with falling and staying asleep. I don't struggle with it, but I sure still love those gummies. I also take their those come in like a purple container. I usually take the ones in the orange that are good, just really great distressor. They taste good. And the fact that they come in gummy form is our favorite. But they also have capsules as well as some things like mints that you can take. Explore a variety of Next Evo products for less stress, better sleep, and a boost to your daily wellness in 2023. A Stress CBD complex has both Smart Zorb CBD and a patented whole plant ashwagandha, clinically proven to reduce stress by up to 70% and improve concentration by 50%. I love actually taking that gummy right before I know I'm about to have a very like jam-packed day because I realize being stressed about the day does not make me more productive. So I'd rather be calm as I head through my day and get everything done knowing that I have a level head about me. Only Next Evo uses Smart Zorb CBD, proven for 30 times better absorption in the first 30 minutes. Don't just use any CBD brand. Most CBD products on the market only have 2 to 10% absorption, so at least 90% is actually wasted. And it's simple. If it's not absorbed, it can't help you. Next Evo is different. It delivers 4 times better overall CBD absorption and has been proven in multiple clinical studies. Make CBD a part of reaching your full potential with Next Evo Naturals. Go to nextevo.com/podcast and use promo code SK to get 20% off your first order of $40 or more. That's 20% off, $40 or more at nextevo.com/podcast with code SK. No, he said booming. But yeah, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, but Ty, I've been listening to once you brought up his live album. I was like, oh, let me check it out.
Oh my God,
it has been everything.
It is like going to see him in concert.
Oh, what in a concert? Oh,
seeing
him
in concert.
Yeah.
But anyway. All right, moving on. Larsa Pippin.
Oh my God, today.
Said she had sex with Scottie Pippin 4 times a day. Every day.
For 23 years.
For 23 years.
Cap.
You don't buy it?
Nah.
You don't buy it?
No, I don't.
You don't buy it?
I don't buy it. I believe that they had a lot of sex.
4 times a day, every day is egregious.
It's not. First of all, her whole transmission would have fallen out. The whole transmission.
Drop the tranny on the 101.
Now listen.
Transmission fell out the engine.
Coochies are very resilient. We push out whole babies and it be going back.
It go back.
But eventually, that thing can't take that much mileage. I don't care what nobody say. Even porn stars take breaks. People paid. Take breaks.
4 times a day, that can happen.
Yeah.
But in like I can't see it happening in multiple days.
You think by the 4th they'd be like,
That's what I'm saying.
I want to know what her definition of sex is.
That's what I'm saying.
Because
It can't be P and G every time.
It can't be.
It gotta be a little handy, a little rub and tug.
Yeah,
can't be. A little DJ scratching. It can't all be to completion.
That's exactly.
How do you get things? How you get dinner on the table? You pick up the kids doing the laundry. He playing basketball games. You having sex after the game? I'm tired. I went 20 and 10 against the Detroit Pistons.
These comments are ridiculous.
I'm like, I just don't. Nah, I think it's cap. I think she's probably had more sex than most women would have in their marriage. But 4 times a day, unless she just has a different definition of sex.
Listen, on vacations, hey, we wilding out. The kids is gone.
Right.
We don't live here.
That's different.
That's different.
You're a superhero.
But that's also usually 7 to 10 days max. Yeah. Then you come home, you're like, ooh, okay, now let me get back to my regular rhythm.
Right,
I'm going to see you on Thursday, maybe. Even people who have a lot of sex and like it, I like food. I don't know if I eat the same exact thing 4 times a day every day.
Yeah, I'm just like, when did this nigga go to work? You know what I'm saying? Like, eventually, you got to shower. You got to go to practice. You got to play a game.
He travels for a living.
Well, she said we had our own plane. And so
Scottie Pippin didn't have no plane his whole career.
This is why I'm saying cap.
This hat says stop the cap.
You know
That's
what, though? He had that herniated disc.
Hey!
I can tell
you.
He had to slip it somehow before.
Hey! Maybe that's why he had back
that
problems.
joint inflamed when he was playing the Jazz. I don't know, man.
Maybe that's why he was laying on the ground in Game 5. Because Larsa doesn't.
I know he had an injury, but I forgot what it was. You slip a disc, that's your career.
Yeah,
she done twist when she should have twice.
That wasn't from no sex. That was from he getting older. My husband had a herniated disc, and I ain't about to sit here and lie and be like, it's because I put that puss on him and popped that disc up out of his back. No, because that nigga was 35, and life happens, and he's tall.
And he's tall.
No, she is lying. Her labia would be huge. You would hear it clapping as she walked down the street.
It'd be like theater curtains.
Yeah, ain't no way. Not if we talk about intercourse, and if it was
or this is what y'all not factoring in. Some people have small peens that don't do that much damage. Every peen's not big. Maybe some people are big and tall, body wise, but small and small. Girth and peen wise. Maybe there's just go ahead.
Still don't matter.
Maybe Scottie ain't had that Pippin.
He might not have.
He might not have had that Pippin. He might have had that baby.
Yeah,
Everybody who's big don't have big meat. Big meat can be on small people.
It don't matter if your meat is big. It is still an opening.
No, Josh, big meat ain't doing all that. Big meat can't go back that far. It done slid out.
I can tell you
big
right now.
Big meat gotta stay tucked in close. It gotta fight in the corner. Hey, you stay right here. I can't be fighting you in the middle of the ring. I gotta be tucked in. It's Michael B. Jordan when he had his foot in the tire. Creed 2. I gotta stay because when you have small peen, you don't have that much choice.
It don't matter. Even a chick's coochie gonna fall apart if she's getting fingered that much. It's not gonna work. It's not. Eventually, that thing say, I don't want to do this.
When he's coming after for the 3rd time, her coochie was probably like,
right. I'm sure her butthole had to be like that, too.
Oh, you got to switch over to the butt.
They definitely had to be using more than her coochie to have a lot of sex.
Week on, week off. This coochie week, this butt week.
If that's the case, her butt is a cavernous. Yes, bats. Stalactites, stalagmites.
It sounds like Darth Vader breathing.
Stalactite. I know what you said. I know that.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Listen, I went on a tour in the cave. They had placards in the cave. I said, this is an interactive museum. I said, what's a stalagmite? Wow, Carlsbad Cavern.
In 96, who stopped here? That's fantastic.
Well, y'all don't know how excited. We going on vacation with some friends of ours, and they had 2 museums on the list of things to do.
Oh,
and nobody selected it. I said, man, I would love. Why people don't like to why y'all don't like the museum?
I actually do like museums. It depends on what the museum is.
What kind of museum are you attracted to?
They have to be more than just European culture.
Okay.
And that's a big thing. I do like when they have installations that are a little more interactive.
You struck me as interactive.
I do like interactive. I also, I like things that have like a story behind them. So sometimes contemporary art isn't my jam because it's more so just about the expression versus the connection that it has to a
cultural history. Yeah, I get that.
So
it's just be like, oh, you art for artist's sake.
Right. And I mean, I like seeing pretty things, but I'll be one to leave by it.
Art museums aren't my favorite. Like art for art's sake. I appreciate it. And I'll be like, dang, you was sick. Like when I went to the Louvre, they want you to believe the Mona Lisa is the most amazing thing there. And I seen in the room the
size of you and Will.
Not even Will.
It's small.
Actually, with the frame, it probably is. It was very underwhelming. There's a painting on the ceiling in the room the Mona Lisa is in that is more impressive than the Mona Lisa.
And somebody painted that there.
You know what I heard, though? The Mona Lisa is more famous because it has a good story.
Because the eyes.
And it got stolen. It was stolen for like 2 years.
Surprise.
And once it was stolen, now when they found it back, now it's like, dang, why they steal that one? It's that most amazing. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, I agree. It probably was butt week, vagina week, shark week. Butt week.
Shark week. I mean, good for her. Hopefully she enjoyed.
Or mouth week. Maybe they go whole. Maybe it's all oral on the third week.
Talk about what is that? TMJ when you
that
lockjaw. That's too much. Hopefully she enjoyed it. If they both enjoyed it, great. But it does sound like I would just need her to be. I would be like, be more specific. Tell me what the day looked like.
Right.
Tell me what a week looked like. Yeah,
because even me, and I love sex as much as the next person. There's times where I would love to have sex, and I wake up like, God dang it, I probably had a good shot, but I was tired. That did not happen to Scottie either. Maybe she was a homemaker, she not tired, but Scottie playing full basketballs.
Listen, I believe in the early 20s. Listen, your girl could go in her early 20s.
4 times a day, 20 every day?
No, I'm not saying that, but multiple times of the day would not have been difficult for me.
Well, it's just the consistency of the days.
I'm just saying, after 23 years, you're not 20 anymore.
Right.
Life be life. And so listen, you might be able to get me to believe really, really often, consistently, all the time in your 20s. Yeah. You come up out of there and have some kids. Come up out of your 20s, have a child. Stop slowing down. I don't care what you say, man. You still might have been doing it more than everybody else. But it wasn't the same as
Big
20s.
Cap. We calling Cap, Larsa. And she dating Michael Jordan, baby.
She said, and then she talked about that boy's penis.
She did?
Yes, because they said, what does Marcus think about that? Ain't that his name?
Marcus, yeah.
Yeah. She was like, well, he doesn't have to worry because I think she said he was well endowed or something. She talked about that boys.
And that's what I'm telling you. That's what I say about Scottie.
But no,
son of a gun.
They're saying that because her vagina must be just a gaping hole that he doesn't have to worry about it because
it's already been prepared.
Because his is so big that it feels it's still a tight fit.
It's caulking.
Yes, so. And I was like,
caulk.
I said,
caulk.
I'm not used to women.
Caulk, fill in the gap.
Adhesive.
Yeah, not.
Like, I know because there's few female rappers, and when I say that, I'm saying in comparison to male rappers, I'm used to dudes lying on their penis more than women.
Lying on the coochie?
Yeah, I'm like, what is it?
And most women rappers just like, put him to sleep. Not, it was 4 times a day.
I did it 50 million times.
What's that math? 4 times a day, every day. So
4 times a day, every day, 28 a week.
So no, 4 times a day
times 356.
365.
I told you my ADHD has been going crazy.
Oh, well, I was doing a week. So I was saying 4 times. So you're doing 4 times a day.
I'm trying to see how much time that is in here.
Times 365. 4 times 365.
That's it? That's what I put in, but I felt like that wasn't enough. 1,460 sexes.
You don't think that's enough?
I just thought it would be more.
Now times about 23.
Ooh. 33,000 sexes.
She didn't know 33,000 sexes.
That's probably, I agree with you. Porn stars might not put 33. Shoot, LeBron James just scored 36,000 points and it took him almost 20 years to play basketball.
That's a 97 Honda Accord still on the road.
You go by 2s and 3s there.
By that time, my body don't know if it's an orgasm or if I got a pee or if I got a dookie. Everything is just happening at once. No, I don't believe it.
Can you imagine going down to pee, your body has an orgasm? Like, no, man. I Bucky. I'm in a gas station. We're at a road trip. I'm at a Flying J. What are you doing?
A2 Brute.
We're in the Buckies. There's a kid outside.
The Buckies are nice, so you might feel home.
Come on, man. I needed pee right now. You
that would
peeing
be
out
so
your butt.
mad.
Your body, the doggone pipes are misconstrued.
That would make me so mad. Listen, that's why I don't like to do it when my bladder is full because I don't know what might happen. Oh my God. I'm like, I don't trust my body to know this is not the time. I'll be like, let me empty this tank because this is, no. Listen, you squirting? No, I'm just peeing. I'm just pissing.
This is not squirt pee. This is just, I drank a lot last night. I just peed on you.
I just pee. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh, boy. All right. Next up, this show came out last week that took the internet by storm.
Ooh.
I still haven't watched it. I met her, though, and she's so sweet.
Dominique Fishback?
Yeah, she was at the film festival.
Let me tell you what. Before we start, Swarm is the show. When I tell you, Dominique Fishback, first of all, she's amazing in everything I've ever seen her in. Okay? She was in, what's it called? Power? I don't know. She was on
with
Power.
Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx. Judas and the Black Messiah. She was great. She's never been bad.
Yeah,
But Swarm? Mel had it on in the green room. Mel Mitchell. One of the first scenes I saw was her and Billie Eilish. And it was what I like about film acting, I started in theater. What they taught you is that film acting is different because the camera can be right there.
Yeah, they can bring it close.
A lot of subtleties are big. Her range of emotion without saying words is great. So I watched an episode and a half in the green room in Tampa. Then me and Melissa started from episode 1 last night.
It's easily bingeable too.
I've been trying to watch it, but we just can't get the kids to sleep to watch it.
Oh, yeah, and you now listen.
I know.
You gonna need them babies to sleep more than just the sex scene. She be killing people in this program.
Oh, great.
And every murder is violent. Violent.
You know they shot that on film?
Did they?
The whole thing. They asked Donald Glover, like, why? And he's like, honestly, I don't know. It's great in theory, and it's beautiful once you look at it. He's like, but there was literal hair on the lens that you can't see until you get it off. He's like, that reason alone, it's like, it jeopardizes everything.
Like regular film?
Like 35 millimeter.
Oh, wow. They took it back.
Or maybe, I doubt it was 16.
Dang. I did not know that.
I didn't know Donald Glover did it until
Oh,
the
he
interview.
hates black women. According to Twitter, he hates black
I
women.
was like, because I hadn't seen Swarm, I was like, I don't understand. Also, somebody brought it up, and I was going to bring it up. Malia Obama co-wrote episode 5.
I saw that.
What a
I
bag.
said, wow.
I saw that.
Also, this was the first project that Dominique negotiated being producer on.
Really?
I think she might be EP actually on it.
So somebody just said, I hope Kev don't spoil it. I'm not going to spoil it. I mean, you can tell that she murders people. That's in the trailer. But I'm not going to talk about that. What I wanted to talk about was this is how I found out this show came out. And I promise you, I didn't know it came out, which was crazy.
It might have been strategic.
Might have been. Me and Melissa were talking about this last night. I was like, I did not hear anything about this show coming at all. The first thing I saw this weekend, a tweet with
Idris.
Damson Idris and Chloe Bailey.
Doing the Larsa.
Yeah.
What?
That's what we're going to call
They
it
over
now.
there pimping it up. Over there pimping just one of the 3 that day. Or one of the 4.
One of the 4.
And Dominique Fishback and Damson Idris make eye contact. The most nigga stuff I ever seen. He's he sees her and he's like, yeah, what's up?
Yeah.
I said that's the most nigga shit.
That's what we talked about. Don't nobody do that.
First of all, let me tell you what. If you see me with my shirt off, sex is over. If I see another person, the sex is, I'm sorry.
The door's open.
So sorry. I don't want to do this. I'm not doing. There's nothing to be proud of. Nothing. First of all, the door is open. Now let me tell you this. Quick aside. The other night, I'd been on the road. My son scraped his knee, oldest son. He bust in the room at night. He shouldn't have.
Oh, no.
By the grace of God, his mother and Monty barked. I knew. I picked him up from school yesterday. I said, let me tell you something. Come in that room again without knocking. You want to learn about life? Come in that room without knocking. He said, I knocked. I said, you didn't wait. You didn't wait for somebody to tell you to come in.
You didn't knock loud enough.
I'm going to tell you what, son. Come in that room again. Especially when I've been on the road, you come in that room again.
For a Band-Aid?
Without knocking. For a Band-Aid, son, bleed to death. Bleed. Let your leg fall off. You want to learn about life? You think you want to grow up? You want to have some little girlfriend?
I was on that road.
You want to learn something too about life?
Oh,
Your father been gone 4 days. Huh? Been gone 4 days. That first night, you get a tourniquet. Wrap your leg.
Get a tourniquet.
Paper towel. Come in there.
Keep it elevated.
I've been telling y'all since y'all was young, stop coming in my room without knocking. And when you knock, you wait to be told to come in. Come in again. He said, I'll never go upstairs. I'll do you one better. I will never come upstairs.
I will never talk to you ever again in life.
I will never come upstairs in this home again.
Oh, bless his heart.
Keep on. How many times I got to tell you? You gonna learn the hard way.
Bless y'all for having that relationship, though.
He was cracking up. He was like, that's my bad. It ain't gonna make me no never mind. You understand me? But anyway.
Mind.
So the thing that was crazy about this sex scene, and I thought this was really interesting. Somebody brought up, I didn't notice it at first. Damson Idris and Chloe Bailey are participants in the sex scene. The narrative is, why is Chloe Bailey doing a sex scene?
Oh, my.
Look how Chloe Bailey
I didn't
is.
even see it.
Oh, that's what you ain't on Twitter. You stay out. Twitter's that
know.
dark part that Mufasa was pointing at.
Okay.
Just let me find these things for you. The narrative was, why is Chloe Bailey doing that? She getting dug out, this and that. Like Damson Idris, like she's in there alone. Now, the sexual position they were in, he was in more of a dominant position.
She was in a great position as well.
You know what I'm saying? It was for the eye line.
Angles.
For the eye line. For the eye line.
Angles for the eye line.
For the eye line. That's why they had to be like that. So I was curious. I was wondering if they're in a different, was it because of the way they were having sex or because she was having sex? I didn't even know Chloe Bailey was in this show. I didn't know Damson Idris was in this show. I didn't know about the show, period. I actually think I'd heard, I started thinking about Swarm, but I don't know. But anyway. And then people really believed and was full on arguing that they were really having sex. Even though Chloe Bailey she doggone had an interview, Angel, where she told people how it works.
As soon as Twitter gets rid of my two-factor, I'm out.
They just got rid of mine.
Did they?
Just got rid of mine.
You're not paying the blue?
No. If my Twitter goes away, it just goes away.
I'm out.
I need to find a way to get the topics. Listen, I can't have Twitter and TikTok go away because I need to find my topics. I'm gonna have to go to Reddit. That's my main thing. Twitter just gives me the topics. Here's the interview she gave where she explained how it works.
And I cried, and then I realized you got to do that sex scene, girl. And as open and liberal as I am with my body, I was very scared because I haven't had that many partners. I'm not like that sexual and open. So I was like, whoo. I was like, okay. So Damson made it really comfortable. You know, there were limited people on set. It was a closed set. We were laughing in between. We literally had a bouncy ball in between us. And, you know, we were making a joke out of it. So it took all of the nervousness away from that. So I have to give a lot of kudos to him as a man for making me as a woman feel comfortable literally being raw and naked. So, but, you know, the scene, the intensity of the scene and how twisted and messed up it is, it just opens up perfectly to the show to be like, you don't know what you're going to get.
Here's the thing, and without spoiling it, she's absolutely right. I follow this woman on Twitter who is a very brilliant mind. When you write a pilot, because this is in the pilot, you want to find an interesting way to explain your characters. And you don't want it to be like, hey, Angel, my friend of 4 years, I'm so glad we do the podcast together and we're going to shoot a podcast like we do. Hey, Josh, remember when I met you? Like, a lot of bad pilots give you the exposition that way, who these people are. This pilot was like, what's the most interesting, what's an interesting way to not only introduce these characters, but also introduce this weird dynamic. And that eye contact with Damson and Dominique, and just the way Dominique was looking, he was like, there's something off with that baby.
Oh, yeah.
There is something, because she stayed for a long time.
She was like...
She stayed I was uncomfortable in my own body.
It didn't look away. She didn't blink.
She was like,
Yes, it was very like, I'm not.
right? And it was like, why Chloe Bailey is getting the, as
They
if,
just hate her.
what? I like Chloe Bailey.
I think people don't like the fact that it feels as though she is doing whatever the hell she wants to. I
Right.
think that bothers people. They're like, you out here showing your ass and damn near your vagina. And then you want to sing songs? Shut up.
You know, it's funny. She has a movie called Praise This coming out this week. I got invited to the premiere.
It's a
gospel.
well, all right.
And listen, them church girls be tooted up too.
Yeah.
Let me tell y'all, them things be tooted.
Yeah.
They be laying prostrate, and it ain't worship.
Wow.
They be calling on his name.
Oh my God.
Huh? Josh, let me tell you what. I done told y'all before. I've been down to them councils, them conventions. There was a reason the altar was full. Because the sex was all up and through the omni.
Sex was happening.
They was meeting up to do sex.
Wait a minute. So people thought that her and Damson were actually.
This dude said there was no. I'd be like, y'all.
That might be the most surprised
Part of the thing
take out of all of this.
that you. He said,
For me.
give her the side eye on that bouncy ball talk. Right. Nah, the back shots was official. There was definitely no ball between them. I analyzed the scene for more than 45 minutes. There's no way about.
He's being stupid. Let me
He
tell
was
you.
beating his meat into oblivion.
Yeah, what was it? Yeah, he's doing that back to
He was-
Damson.
He was looking at it. Not you crossing your eye.
That's
He
what
was
he's
looking at
doing.
Damson the way Dominique was looking at him
Yeah.
like, that should be me.
Yes.
Listen, when you, honestly, if you know how film works outside the bouncy ball part of it, there's so much you can do. It's like the Leaning Tower of Pisa or the Eiffel Tower. It's like when you go like this over the Eiffel Tower, and they're like, oh, it looks like it fits in your hand. Damson could have been this far from her, and a beach ball could have fit in. And the way they are stacked in the picture, as long as he can reach her, it looks like they're much closer than they are.
I mean, they were definitely closer than that, but
No. I'm saying he could have been that far and it would still look like they're close, right? The bouncy ball she showed was like basically like a soccer ball, like maybe a youth sports soccer ball. The men put a cup over their meat for the sex scene. You got to roll it up.
listen, I've had friends do sex scenes, and sometimes it's a lot closer than what it's not. It's never penetration, but there's not a whole lot between the two people.
Is there a bouncy ball?
No.
What your friend had? You have a lot
Like
of friends.
fabric.
Like a sheet?
Don't think a full sheet. Just fabric.
Just enough so they could feel peen. Hot peen?
Like a mantled garment?
Yeah, it's like so think of almost like translucent underwear. So something just to cover up
Oh.
the vagina hole.
What's
Yeah.
on the peen?
Probably something like some sort of like sock-ish situation.
Oh.
So they feel peen. Your friend felt peen.
Yeah, they can feel contact happening. The difference between, I think what people forget is that they think this is an actual scene where there's only two people in the room.
Oh, yeah.
There are people with a mic
That's it.
over your head. There is someone making
Especially if you're
sure-
naked. You can't put a live on that.
Right. You have someone who is directing you, saying stuff. Oh, now look up here. Moan a little bit more
They
right
hunt you.
here. It kind of takes out of the, all right, it's just me and you having some good old sex. I think because it's shot in a way, all sex scenes are shot in a way for you not to feel all of the other people in the room.
Yeah.
You think, well, there's no way that your penis, the guy's penis ain't going to get hard.
Oh, that's just.
That's more embarrassing, actually. That's what usually keeps them from getting rock hard is because they don't want to show up inappropriately. It's like,
But how you tell it? No. It don't know you're at work.
it's almost like you said, sex is over, somebody sees you shirtless. It's the whole thing of, I know what we're getting ready to do. I don't want to be that guy that has a big, hard-ass penis. Because then you got to be like, oh, I'm
Here
so
we
sorry.
go. Y'all ready? About to shoot this scene. I got this attached to me. Let me tell you who will never shoot a sex scene in their life.
Oh, I know you ain't.
I would never.
Melissa will shoot one before you do.
Listen, she hasn't even seen the kiss in churches.
I know. Me and her talks. I know she ain't.
$30 million. I said, well, $30 million ain't gonna give me my life. How am I gonna have $30 million dead? I'm gonna have $30 million. I wouldn't shoot a sex scene with Melissa. I don't want nobody to see this. When I take my shirt off, that's for fun. They look different when sex is happening.
When things is moving and
Them things is look like a doggone lava lamp.
Yeah.
Now somebody brought this point up, and this. So somebody brought this point up, like, oh, so y'all mad at Chloe Bailey, but Halle Berry had a sex scene that she won an Oscar for. Now let me tell you what, Halle Berry's sex scene, infinitely longer.
And people were mad. The internet just didn't exist the way it did now.
1,000%.
And also
Twitter didn't exist the way it did now.
I don't think we had
Twitter. I don't think was around.
It wasn't
because it was
Monsters
2002.
Ball was like, was it 2002?
She won that Oscar in 2002. It was either 2002, 2001, because I remember living in my townhouse.
Yep, 2000. The movie came out in 2002, so she must have won the Oscar in 2003. The movie's 2002.
No, I thought she won it in 2002 too.
Can you win an Oscar the same year the movie? No, it couldn't have been, Angel. Because Monster Ball came out in 2002. So it had to be 2003, right? I'm trying to type faster than you.
2002.
How?
I'm telling you.
The Oscars are in March.
I remember when it might have had a film festival circuit and didn't have its like theatrical debut until 2002.
So anyway, the point was Halle Berry didn't catch the flack. The thing is, you can't to your point, you can't catch flack the same way with the internet.
Nah.
Remember, they used to when we was coming up, the artists would be like, or actors, celebrities would talk about fan mail.
Yeah.
Like you had to write it.
Yeah.
Lick an envelope, put a stamp on. You got to be really mad to be like, you had sex with Billy Bob Thornton and I didn't like it.
And not only that, like a lot of times, people won't open mail if it doesn't have a person's name on the front.
Listen.
Now you can just tweet somebody with a little, what is it, egg? What is the thing when you don't got no picture on Twitter?
Egg.
Yeah, with just an egg. You can say what you want. You were disgusting me, da-da-da-da-da. Back in the day when people were getting fan mail, there's certain things they're just not going to open.
Absolutely. Somebody else can read that. An assistant can read that. And then this devolved into Halle Berry was white passing.
Huh?
She ain't never passed for no type of white. That's what made me so mad that she was in that Alex Haley movie. What was that? Queen? She was supposed to pass for. Oh, you didn't see that? Mm-mm. She was supposed to pass for white. I was like, I don't care what color makeup you put on this black woman.
I didn't know Halle Berry was mixed for a large portion of my life.
Because she looks like a black woman. She does not look biracial. They tried to make her all pale. I was like, you see that blackness shining through. There's nothing you can do about that.
Listen. Me and Melissa was talking about this the other day. Did you know that Pete Wentz from Fall Out Boy got a black mama? We were talking about celebrities passing. Rashida Jones could pass. Quincy Jones, her daddy. But she's light. Pete Wentz, Logic.
Oh, wow.
Pete Wentz got black mama, Angel. I didn't know that until yesterday.
That is like Denora's kids.
Denora's kids?
Denora's kids. She's like, my black children. I'm like, that's
Denora
right.
full black, ain't she?
Yeah, both of her parents are daddy dark skin. Her mama light skin.
The babies came out the way they did?
Denora's DNA was taking a nap when them babies was made.
That was her ancestry results.
Listen, they took a goddamn on nap. Beautiful children. They do actually favor her in ways that are hard to see because her children are so white appearing.
Fall Out Boy Pete.
That is
got a black Jamaican mom.
Yeah.
I said, Fall Out Boy Pete. There was a picture where he had a little bit of a curly fro.
But his mama light.
Let me see. Where you see his mama? Pete was mama?
Her name is Dale. Hold on. Her name is Dale Wentz.
Dale Wentz? Oh, there's one where he got a fro, but he was unsure of who he was from.
Oh, my God. He literally looks like Denora's son as a baby. Okay, so
his mom regular black.
She's light.
She's light, but she regular black. Pete Wentz? I never looked at his mom. I just found out he looked.
Yeah, this picture of him reminds me
Dang.
so much. This looked like Denora's baby. Look just like Denora's
You
baby.
look like somebody's mom.
No,
that might as well have been a photo. No, this right here.
And it look like,
Me and you.
I told her, I said, the best chance you have of people knowing your child, your son is black, is he needs to go to the NBA. You need to cut his hair short on the sides, change his name to Jaden or Jalen. And they're going to automatically know somebody black in the equation. It don't matter how white he look.
That's hilarious.
I said, but let him go ahead, get him into the NBA, change his name to Jalen or Jaden. They not going to think that you going to be the black one, but they going to know somebody's black in this equation.
She couldn't have. Patreon said it's the emo hair that throws us off the scent. We saw that hair.
Oh,
we
that
like,
hair.
That once you go, what's that song, Josh, from TikTok? Where they,
Oh my
they have
God.
well, you know the emo song they always sing. Tonight will be the night that I will fall for you. That's it.
Over again.
I don't know.
Never
this song.
change my mind. You don't know that? Angel, know the stuff we know.
I don't know that song.
You be taking time off of social media, huh?
Yes and no. I be on there.
You be on there?
I be on there for like a couple seconds. I be like, oh, bye. Oh. I try not to absorb too much content because then I realize I'm not getting anything done.
That's what you said, Angel.
You're good at taking what you absorb and turning it into content for yourself. I'd be like, oh, okay, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then move on. And I'm like, did I make any money? Nope.
Now, Logic was he could pass for white, and this remind me, we never played this. He did
Logic
today was
is a mix.
a
That's
mix.
okay. I watched him.
You watched this cover.
He is a white passing man.
Absolutely. But he be like, I'm mixed. My daddy black. But he did this cover, and it was like, boy.
Don't do this to him.
Oh, everybody.
No, we are doing this.
Oh, yeah, everybody was mad about that. They
Oh,
said,
my
shut
God.
up. That's what Joe Button said. Come out of the studio. Yeah.
It's kind of high. This is how he says hog.
No.
Oh, yeah.
You like that reverb.
No.
All right. All night.
Today was a good day at Whole Foods. Got a triple double.
Good day. Good day.
This reminds me of that Georgia Smith. Remember that Georgia Smith cover that made us mad? We're going to be mad. It was Never Too Much.
I'm looking at Logic's siblings, and he is the only one that looks.
Somebody said I could hear that
Wahite.
at Erewhon for sure.
I was going to say that, but I didn't think people knew what Erewhon was.
I do not.
Erewhon is that doggone. I didn't know that was a regular grocery store.
It's a bougie Whole Foods.
I didn't know because it's on Uber Eats
Well,
sometimes.
it's what Whole Foods was before Amazon got it.
Really? I ordered. They got really healthy food. So when I'm being healthy in like Hollywood, they'll come to you. I didn't know it was a grocery store.
What?
Erewhon.
Their hot bar, fire.
That's what I be ordering.
Oh my God.
I don't know this.
This is listen. You remember this, Angel? You remember this?
I feel like you showed this.
We did.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. We made a whole video. You were very upset. Anyway, so it was a great episode. We love you guys. We'll go out. Marcus ain't here yet.
I don't know.
We'll just listen to the beginning of Ty Tripp's Tiny Desk because I haven't heard it yet.
Oh, he got a tiny?
He got a tiny desk.
Ooh.
We'll just go out on this. We love you guys. Ball in the Beautiful Patreon right after this. Bonus episode this weekend.
We got so much for having this. We got a simple song. There's no way I can make it without you. Hey, if you feel the
Okay,
same
so
way,
when are we doing the bonus?
sing it with us, all right?
Oh, Jabari Johnson's on guitar for this.
Kevin, when are we doing the bonus?
Huh?
Everybody say there's no
When are we doing the bonus?
Friday.
Okay, morning.
Simple song, sing it with us.
Bonus on Friday, Patreon. I'll be in this time zone, by the way.
I'll be in Eastern Standard.
Oh, snap. This happened in the first minute. Ooh, Ben! Ooh.
Get up and live. I'll see y'all. Everybody clap it up like, hey. Here we go. Just like Jesus when he turned
The water and the wine. I just want y'all to have a good time. Ties 43.
47. It's 47.
Huh?
It's 47.
47?
I believe so.
How sure it's 47?
Look it up, please.
I thought it was 43. He's 47.
76, yeah.
Dang.
That drummer's in a pocket.
Bro, Spanky is my favorite drummer of all time. This is only 3 minutes in.
How long is it, 15?
Man, the music be so musical.
Get up, y'all. Hey, 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 hey. Get up. 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 Get up.
Oh, water in the world. I just want to have a good time. They ain't had to go off like this. They ain't had to go off like this.
I just want y'all to have a good time.
I love being black.
That. Oh.
These arrangements.
That's 5 minutes
Yeah.
on the dot. Watch the rest on Tiny Desk NPR Music.
I threw the link up.
We love you guys. We'll see you Friday on the Patreon. Rest y'all on Tuesday. God bless you. God keep you. See you at the conference.
Hey.
Bye, 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 bye.
Here's another banger for you. Here's another one. Yeah. Here's another banger for ya. Here's another one. Here's another banger for ya. Here's another banger for ya. With my boy Kev on stage, and that chick Angel.